up with.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The drive will start with an option going left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. That's out to the left and complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Tampa Bay.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Brady going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Wait, 29, Alpha. 66. 58.
From the gun, it's Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Slant. I'm going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 5-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 22-yard line.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Jump. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down.
Hey, 53. Coming to you, coming to you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Now watch one.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A run for Nick Chubb, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Snap comes at one, and it's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, now Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is a...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
What we got? Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You're wild, man. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To throw is Brady. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Intended for Justin Watson.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
At the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Panthers.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 8.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds Howard complete. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Wait 10, wait 20. Reload.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. Directly over him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Bradley.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Is good.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Brady now on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Chubb on the counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here for Taylor. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They give the Chubb out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So that'll back him up 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Benjamin dances by him. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Check 43. Check 9. Slam.
Here's Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the
17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
At the 26-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
He was taken down by Ruben.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs.